Hi, I'm Joan Newcomb, and today's morning musings is We've Forgotten We're Apples. I'm doing a series of daily morning musings, and I'm using posts from my blog, Adventures in Density and Effort, as inspiration. Now, I wrote these a few years ago, and the world has completely transformed since then. So if I encounter anything that is out of date, I will stop myself and give you the most recent information. At the end, I will summarize the topic based on what's going on in the world today. Also, I have some special offers, so stay tuned to the very end to see what they are. We've forgotten were apples. I just watched a wonderful clip by Carl Sagan explaining the fourth dimension. He does it by demonstrating on a table using square pieces of paper to represent two-dimensional beings, which he calls flatlanders. These flatlanders only perceive the world in two dimensions. They can go forward and back, side to side, but up and down does not exist to them. Then he brings in an apple representing a fourth dimensional being. The apple hovers over a little square piece of paper and says, "Hello." The flatlander has no way of recognizing the apple and instead feels the greeting is coming from inside of him. At some point, the apple tosses the piece of paper into the air, and the flatlander has a multi-dimensional experience, seeing all his little piece of paper friends below. When he returns to his flatland world, he can't explain to them what happened because they do not have an up or down. As I was watching this, I realized that's very much what life on Earth is like for folks. They're in their little flat world, and all that exists is what is in front of them, where they're going, what's behind them, where they've come from. Their only measure of reality or basis of comparison is the other little square pieces of paper on either side. I actually know someone like this. He was a software programmer for Microsoft. I used to say he had the emotional depth of a piece of paper. They've forgotten their apples. Yes, we exist in this physical reality, and in this world we have time and space. We have the past where we came from. We have the future where we're going. We have distance and how long it takes for us to get from here to there. We have our bodies, and through our bodies we perceive the lighter molecules of oxygen and sunshine, and the denser molecules of earth and water. We have emotions and we have thought, and with both of these we make up stories to color our passages in the world. And we are more than just our bodies. We are apples. We are above and beyond all the limitations of time and space and density and effort. When you're living life as a flatlander, you may think an apple has come along and tossed you into the air, giving you a brief glimpse of life from an airplane view. As a flatlander, you may worry about apples invading your two-dimensional world and doing this to you. As a flatlander, you may worry about the other square pieces of paper thinking you're crazy if you have an up-down experience, or worry that they can stop you from having one. As an apple, you're aware of being in all places at once. There's a little slice of you in flatland, which is fun and amusing, but the greater part of you is above and beyond all that. You're not worried about the other flatlanders, and truth be told, you're not worried about the other apples. Because if you go up, 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 you realize there are no other apples. You are it. You don't feel lonely as the only apple because you're so big, you're everything. And if you go down, 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 you can interact with the other aspects of yourself you've created, the other personalities and square bits of paper. As I mused on this, I wondered, what about those other flatlanders when they're getting in my face and giving me a hard time? And I had a Byron Katie moment. They're just sharing with me their limitations. They're in pain and discomfort, and they're sharing with me their experience. The more aware I am of myself as an apple, the less the pieces of paper get to me. When I'm an apple, I don't see the other pieces of paper as limitations to my reality. They're just elements of my own wonderful creation. So this week, I invite you to remember you are an apple. Whenever things seem flat, remember you can't perceive beyond this dimension with your human eye because they're part of your physical body that only exists in this dimension. You perceive greater worlds with your extra perception. You sense them, you know them. Use this greater knowingness to expand your experience. Try this for a week and see what happens. And leave me a comment below when you do, because I love reading your comments. This information is more important than ever because there's so many temptations to be acting like flatlanders here, when in reality, we're apples, which is we're consciousness encompassing multi-dimensions. So when you start to identify yourself as that multi-dimensional being, then it really puts your everyday life into perspective and makes it a lot easier to navigate here. So if you like these videos, please share them with your family and friends. And also please click the like button to like them and subscribe. And that way you're telling YouTube to share this far and wide and get this to someone who's really needing to see it. If you'd like a free sample of one of my consciousness techniques, click on the link below to the skybox technique. It will give you an up perspective. If you'd like some manifestation techniques, I have a self-study course, Manifesting Money and Miracles, where you can learn consciousness techniques to help completely transform your life. If you want to know more, my website is joan-newcomb.com. There you can learn about my individual sessions where I look at the essence of who you are and what you're creating in your life today. And I can answer any questions you might have, and it's all recorded just for you. And if you want to learn how to do this for yourself, Manifesting Money and Miracles is a great preparation to my coaching special where I work with you one-on-one and I give you specific techniques for you to transform your life. And you can find out about that at my website. So go to my website, joan-newcomb.com, and I'll see you tomorrow in another Morning Musings.